Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Coach, welcome back. I know this is you've had a week of practice. When again I mentioned you and I've been sitting at the house.
How do you know I've been at the house?
Well, I figure you were.
I have been at the house, and I've worked a little bit from the house, but not as much as Coach has. Let me put it that way.
That's exactly right, and I know they've been pouring it to it this week, and like I say, we had fall break week coming off a big win though of homecoming. Let's not jump into tonight's game yet without mentioning first coming off that big win homecoming last week against Oklahoma. Kind of revisit that for us just quickly.
We started fast, and that's something we've been preaching all season, that we want to start fast. And our offense, they came out, we got the ball and went 8 plays and touchdown. And I think the first 3 or 4 drives, we scored on every drive. So to do that, that's what we've been wanting all season. So we want to continue to build from that.
No doubt about it. And Brad, let me say this. As we mentioned, what a great win at homecoming, but what a great week for the college at homecoming. We had so many activities going on. Great job by Dr. Allen and his staff. You did a great job, sir. But what a great week, and we finished it with a great win Thursday night. Congratulations.
Well, yeah, and that's what you want at homecoming. You want everything to be just perfect, and to see all the regular students have fun, all the parents to come to town, and everybody just been talking about how they really enjoyed last week. So, and like you said, to finish it off, we did our job on the football field. So it was a great week last week.
It really was, and we had talked about that, the build-up homecoming week, and Adam Gore always says it best, no one puts on a game like Etowamba does in a home matchup like that, and especially when it's homecoming. And a lot of work goes into homecoming week, and I know everybody's proud to probably have a little time off from homecoming, but wonderful job. Again, I know you and your staff did well, too. You and Mr. Upton as well for those honorees that we have. And right quick, how's practice gone off that Oklahoma win? We had that Oklahoma win. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about practice this week. How has it gone this week?
We keep the same schedule. I'm big on not changing anything, so we didn't get a fall break.
I understand.
So we got back Sunday, like our normal routine where we lift weights and then we do install. Monday, we kept the same schedule, practicing at 3, but in the mornings, we did a lot of treatment, just getting the guys' bodies back, and did a little study table. But mainly, we just kept the same schedule of practice, and I want to keep these guys doing what they do every day. So nothing changed for us.
Well, Coach, we've looked at our schedule, and we take one game at a time. Mm-hmm. This is a new week, and this is against Holmes on the road. Mm-hmm. But there's only 2 teams in the North that are undefeated. It's ICC and Holmes. This is a huge game, and we need a lot of people, if they can, to travel. Hopefully they're there tonight to see this game. But tell us about Holmes, and we'll talk about the other games later, but we need to focus on Holmes because they're the only other team undefeated in the North with us. So tell us about Holmes.
Holmes is a high-power offense. They have a really good quarterback. He does a good job of getting the ball downfield. He makes really good decisions. So we got to make sure we contain him. The other problem that Holmes has is they have really good receivers. So our DBs, we're going to have to play hard tonight. But we can solve all that if our defensive line will play. If they'll play good, we keep everything in front of us. The receivers can't catch if the quarterback on his back.
Good point.
Yeah, no doubt on that. What type of I know last week, and you had mentioned that in our pregame with Oklahoma, we were going to see some different looks on their defense. Now I'm talking about they may run a 3-man, they may run a 4, they may run a 5, and we did see that, and we noticed that up there. Holmes, are they going to switch things up a little bit like Oklahoma, or do they specifically run a particular style of defense?
They do different looks. They're going to come down. They'll probably start the game off in 3 down. Everybody has tried to do 3 down against our offensive line. So I look for them to do the 3 down, start the game off in 3 down, and hopefully we get to moving them off the ball that they have to go 4 down. When they go 4 down, that's when we're able to run the ball better. So I can see different looks from their defense. They do a lot of twisting, a lot of blitzing. So we've been working on that all week.
Coach, I know when we talk about our team, we're truly a team. And the offense and defense, they get along with each other. And, you know, a lot of times you don't want to call out names, but I think we should, because Brad and I and Adam and I have talked about this, the maturity and the improvement of Dale J. Bailey, your quarterback. Every week he's gotten better. Talk a little bit about him.
Dale J is one of those guys, he's out to prove a point. At the beginning of the season, you know, he's a little disappointed in where his recruiting is going. So each week, Dale J is trying to get better. He finds little things that he can work on to get better than the previous game. So last week, for him to come out and do what he did last week, to just he took over the offense last week and made a lot of really good decisions. I tell him all the time, look, I don't need Superman. I just need Batman. Batman is a team player. Superman is an eye player. And that's the approach Dale J. he takes. He knows he has weapons in the backfield. He knows he has weapons at receiver. So he even have weapons at tight end. Use every weapon you have, and that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, no doubt about that either. How critical and crucial do you consider our run game being tonight in this in the grand scheme of things?
It is big. When you have two running backs like we have, if both of them get going like they've been doing each week, it helps the game. It helps Dale J. You know, it calms him down in the pocket, and it brings those safeties in the box that Dale J can see it better. So Foster and Allen, if they can get going, in which they have, and the offensive line control the line of scrimmage, that helps Dale J. That's what makes his job so much easier when the offensive line is knocking guys 3 yards back. You know, that's always good.
No doubt about it, and we've talked about it before. Your offensive line is one of your strengths of your team. And your two tight ends also block very well. Once they get a rhythm, and the offensive line, you know, it's tough, as you well know. You were a former offensive lineman, to pass block. You got to step back, find your man, find the blitzing linebacker. But if you're running the ball and you're saying go straight ahead, you get in the rhythm and get in the groove. I like that. I hope they can do that.
Yes, sir. One thing they don't like doing all week, but you're starting to see it in the game. We hit the sled. We call her Betty. And we always tell them, if you hit Betty during the week, it's hard. It get easy on Thursday night when you're hitting on Betty. And what we mean in the second half, when our offensive line start just leaning on you, that's when the line of scrimmage start changing. And like you said, it makes it easy in the passing game, because if you beat up on them in the run game, those guys don't come so hard in the passing game. So they've been doing a good job of just being physical, and I want to continue to be that way.
So Holmes, are we looking at a quick strike type offense on them, or are they try to control the clock? More or less. I know we are we consider ourselves, we try to control the clock offensively, and we try to make sure that we're out there and we run the ball, march it up the field. We hit short passes here and there when we need to, then we can hit the deep one. Holmes, are they a quick strike, or are they just kind of one of these that's going to try to control the clock as well?
They are a tempo offense, so they got quick game, but what they're trying to do is go so fast that somebody on defense doesn't get lined up right. So the biggest thing is getting lined up. You know, before we can run a play on defense, we got to get lined up right. So you can call him a quick strike, but the main thing, he wants to go as fast as he can and try to steal points.
Okay. Is he spreading out receivers, wide, like you talking about like four wides? He running a lot of four wide sets, or does he bring tight ends in?
No, sir. He never plays a tight end. So you'll see four wides at all times. Sometimes he'll go empty, but it's going to be one of those games you're going to see the defense spread out, and that's how he likes to play. So we had to bring another guy in. We had to bring another defensive back in. We had to take a lineman out and put a defensive back in there. So we got to play basketball with them, because that's all it is, just basketball, football. They're going to try to just get it out there in space and just pass the ball around, throw it around.
Now, when they're on defense, what will you see, a 4-3, 3-4? What will we see from them tonight?
I think they're starting off the game. I think they're going to be 3-4. And the only reason I say that, they try to match up with our offensive line to try to just see, can their defensive line sit in the box with us? And if we start moving them, then we'll see a 4-3. Okay. But I think they're going to start off 3-4.
Well, I hope we see a 4-3 then. That means we're moving the ball running.
I hope so, too.
and by the way, I expect that. I hope, and I believe you do, too. I hope so.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've gone through the last couple of weeks, and with big victories, but we really haven't had to rely a lot on our special teams as much. Yes, kickoffs, stuff like that we have, but do you expect tonight to be a different story, where we may see Eli playing a little bigger role and our punter possibly playing a bigger role. No, we don't want to punt the ball, I know, but sometimes you punt for yards, for control and for field position and to win the field position battle.
Yes, sir. We've been telling those guys, we tell Eli each week, especially a big ball game, it could come down to your field goal. Or it could come down to every extra point that he kicks. So Eli know going into this game, he's got to play a big role. But the good thing about Eli, every big ball game we've been in, Eli has showed up. So that's not a lot of pressure for Eli. And for our punter, he's been doing a really good job of hitting the ball pretty good. So he had a good week of practice. And to be honest, he's been kicking it farther than what I thought he would kick it. So I want him to continue to do that. To be a young punter, he never get rattled in the pocket. So I want him to continue to do what he's doing.
That's good.
Well, I want your young punter, Lovern, to stay on the bench all night. Tell him we don't need him. No, he's been a weapon, and Eli's been a weapon, and that's been very important, I think, for our team to have the. And our long snapper, Brady's been Brady. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Brady's been here now 2 years, and he, like you said, he's the first one down the field making the tackle a lot of times. So I hope all three of them, two of them for sure, I want to get a rest on the punt team. We can kick some field goals if we have to.
Yes, sir.
But they've been important, and that means a lot to us. It really does.
Yes, sir. They've been playing their role, and Brady, it is going to be important for him to get downfield if we do punt it. They have a punt return guy that's dangerous. So Brady does a good job of making the guys fair catch because he gets down there so fast. But also the punter have a hang time to help Brady get downfield. So they both do their jobs well, and we just got to continue to do it.
We've talked about that upstairs. I mean, our freshman punter, Lovern, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
He might kick it 38 yards. You're thinking, well, but they don't get any return yards. It's net punting yards is what's important. Yeah, you can kick a 50-yarder, but you don't want them running it back. You got to kick your coverage. But he's done a great job kicking 38-yarders, 40-yarders with no return yardage, and that net punting is very important.
It is. It gives the coverage team time to get there, and that's something we preach every day, that we want him to fair catch the ball. And he understands that, and to be a young punter, that's a plus. Usually it takes those guys a year or two to get to where he's at right now. So I want him to continue to grow at the position.
All right, well, let's shift right quick. What do you, as far as keys, what do you see as your keys tonight to victory and in this big North Division rival battle here?
On the offensive side of the ball, score points. We got to come away with points every time we get it inside the 40. We got to be able to come out with some kind of points. No turnovers. Dale J, continue just to do what you've been doing. Don't try to do too much. If it's there, take it. If it's not, hand the ball off. On the defensive side of the ball, do not give up big plays. We got to make sure we do not let the quarterback out the pocket. If we stop number 3, in which we got him circled, if we stop number 3, we win the ball game.
That'd be good. That'd be good. And I know you were coaching as you should. That's the reason why we have you here. But we did celebrate last week Mr. Ingham's birthday in the box during the game, and I just I know he's had an off week, and he got some nice commode covers.
Oh, great!
But the main thing is we got him a Red Hulk T-shirt.
I'm
okay, because he's now the Red Hulk.
I might have it on tonight,
and that's what I'm saying. I want to know, but you're not going to bring your milk of magnesia that I got.
No, I'm not going to do that. But unless you need me to, but I think
the Hulk
I'm
hoping Holmes needs some.
Well, yeah, right. I might bring it for them, but I think I'm going to have my Hulk T-shirt on because you gave it to me, Brad, and it means a lot.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
Yes,
I do appreciate you saying that. And so, again, Coach, thank you. I know I say it every week, but I do mean it. It's not something I just say just for kicks and giggles. I do mean it. Y'all have had a hard week as far as I can see it sometimes. And again, when you're winning, it's a little different, but you've got to motivate your players that when other students are at home on Monday and Tuesday for fall break, they're here and they're putting forth, hey, I'm practicing, I'm going through everything just like it would be if it was a regular game week when we have classes. Yes, and so I know they see that, and I appreciate what they do, but I appreciate you and your coaching staff for all that you do to try to make sure that we have a good game tonight and to help our players and help them grow and help them be ready for tonight. So thank you. Thank you for all that you do. And Mr. Ingham, you got any final
One
words?
other thing,
I figured you had something.
I felt I'll let you end. I apologize.
No, I felt it sitting next to you. Go ahead.
I know tonight we got some fans coming, but to talk to the fans, you know, I know you appreciate them. It means a lot to the kids, have those fans there. Tell us a little bit of what you think about the fans coming tonight.
This is a really big game in the North, and I want every fan that we have that support us. I need you there, and if you're not there, I need you watching it on the live stream. This is big. These guys understand how important this game is, and they feed off your energy. So please be at the game and bring energy. If you're not there, I want to hear you through the TV screens, and we're gonna bring this W back home for the ICC family.
Love it. Love it. Great. Well, good deal. Well, thank you, Coach. Again, good luck tonight. And we're looking for that big W.
Well, let's go get it. Road Tribe.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.